What up, what up? We're back again, once again. My name is DJ Nestor. I got my co-host Queen G over here. Hey, today we have some special guests. You know, they're I consider them as artists, you know, entrepreneurs, go-getters, you know, business owners, all the above, you guys, you know. Let's introduce them. We got Sal and Josh from Sbpro Barbershop. Let's give a round of applause.
Woo! What's up,
Hey.
What's up?
Thank you,
What's up, man? How you guys feeling?
Feeling good,
I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
All right, let's get into it. We like to get into it and get a little to know a little bit about you guys. So how was it for you guys, you know, growing up?
Right.
Well, I want to start off and just want to shout out Ernesto. Thank you for the opportunity to come on the show.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Letting us have the opportunity to shout out our business. But for me, as growing up, what do you mean? As in what?
Like your backstory.
The backstory, yeah.
I mean, I basically grew up in Victorville my whole life. I lived in Mexico for a couple years of my life. Up until kindergarten, I lived in, you know where I live, Florida. I lived in Florida.
Oh, wow,
okay.
Yeah, I live in St. Augustine,
Is
Jacksonville.
that where you got that accent?
Party City, Party City.
I can hear it.
/ Jacksonville. That's why.
Yeah.
And then ever since like elementary, first grade, I was out here in Victorville, and then up until now, I'm 24 years old. So yeah, I've been basically up here my whole life.
That's cool.
That's dope. I've been in Victorville probably since 2012.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoot. I think I started school out here in like 6th grade and everything. I started cutting hair, what, 15. I was cutting my own hair like 13, but it wasn't that good. But I really started cutting hair seriously at probably like 15 and a half.
Yeah.
So from that point on, I just been cutting. I never had to work another job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from Lancaster. I was living out there. I was born and raised out there. That's where some of my family live. My family's originally from Jacksonville, but my mom, my dad from L.A., Compton area. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I was born and raised in Lancaster and moved out here in Victorville 2012. So
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to what you say. You know, you've been studying cutting hair when you were young, right?
I wasn't really studying, but yeah, I was
Okay.
I was just cutting.
Now, did you have anybody that influenced you, or you know, did you ever think that you were gonna be a barber, you know, growing up?
Nah, I actually didn't want to. I can't say I didn't want to be a barber, but it wasn't my ideal scenario, you know.
Okay.
My older brothers and cousins, they would cut me and my little cousin's hair. Even my uncle a couple times. He was in the Air Force. He would come through and cut his hair sometimes. And then we wanted to cut hair because of that. We wanted to start cutting hair because of that.
Yeah.
But throughout the years, my cousin honestly was cutting more than me, and then he stopped. And I started cutting when he stopped. So that's when everything kind of took off for me, and I ended up getting him back into it. So now he's cutting too.
Oh, that's
You know
cool.
what I mean? But that's really like for me. I actually didn't want to cut. I even went to college, and I was cutting
Okay.
for probably like a week in the dorm,
Yeah.
and then after that, I left college and I just kept cutting. So, yeah.
That's how you set it off, huh?
What college was it?
I went to Cal State San Bernardino. I went craziest story in the world. I went to San Bernardino, Cal State San Bernardino. I went for orientation. I got accepted and everything. Orientation.
Yeah.
You know, they send you out there, you get a dorm for a whole week.
Yeah.
On like the 3rd or 4th day, I couldn't pick a class. It wouldn't let me, the system wouldn't let me get a class.
Oh,
So I talked to the people and they was like, oh, they took away your acceptance. I'm like, how you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a D+ in English instead of a C-.
Yeah.
So that rewrote my whole game plan. So I ended
Dang.
up going to VVC for a semester, and at the same time I was cutting hair at the Galleria when I first had a shop, and then from that shop, I think I got into Signature, 2018 December, like right before New Year's. So
Yeah.
ever since then I've been Signature. Ever since then, so it's been like what 7 years.
Yeah.
It's 2 years of owner, and then 7 years with the business in general.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's good. And what about you, Sal?
I started cutting hair I would say like I started cutting hair
Your
like
story's
late.
funny. Your story's funny.
Yeah, like kind of late.
Yeah, tell us. We
Let's
wanna
hear it.
know.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna tell if you're lying or not. I know we had a conversation.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
It's
it.
funny because I started hair when I was 18, going on 19. So I started cutting hair in 2019,
Yeah, 2019.
end of 2019, like November, and I just bought my first pair of clippers. Before
Wait, tell them before that though.
Before, yeah, that's what I was just about to say that.
Tell me the conversation we had, bro.
So before,
I was telling his brother-in-law. That's why.
bro, Josh been my barber for
Too long.
since I was like in high school.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on,
it was
hold
like
on.
16.
So Josh used to cut his hair?
I was telling his hair back in my mom's house.
Damn.
$5 haircuts,
yeah.
$5 haircuts.
Yeah, he was in my clown. I was cutting for $5.
$5
Damn.
in
He
the
wasn't
bathroom.
free. Like I
Yeah.
started turning hair for free. So
Yeah.
at the time I was turning at the time my girlfriend's sister.
Yeah.
I was turning her hair and her brother's hair, but after that I was turning him
Yeah.
for $5. And a lot of
$5.
other peers.
Damn, so now I see where he gets the skills from.
basically,
Damn.
nah,
But
he's just
yeah.
on dry.
Yeah, and like I said, Josh, I was actually a client at Signature Barbering before I was even a barber. So
Yeah.
that's what gives me the chills, like kind of, because I'm like, I went from this and then with Signature Barbering as an owner now. So, but yeah, I started cutting hair when I was 18, going on 19.
Yeah.
Josh basically, like, I want to say, helped me get into Signature and led me through the way of how to become a good barber.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's been cutting my hair for a cool minute already. So
Shit's
I would
crazy.
go into the barbershop and I think one time I told him, and he probably thought I was messing around. I told him, I was like, I think I want to become a barber or something like that. And I don't think he believed believe me at all. So
Yeah.
until I was working at Vallarta. I was working at Vallarta for like a day or two.
Dang.
Before becoming a barber, I used to work at the meat department. I'm Mexican, by the way. I'm Mexican, but I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't speak Spanish.
It's okay. There's a lot of no hablo.
My
kids,
wife
but
is the
it's
same
fine.
way, bro.
That's
She's
all right.
Mexican, but she don't speak it.
Me too, bro.
My kids too.
Yeah. So every time and I used to work at the meat department. You know, at the meat department, it's all about talking to the customer and stuff like that. So I couldn't understand or anything like that. So I would always talk to them in English, and I would always have a translator with me at all times. So it wasn't. It was just, yeah. So, but that same day, my first day at the job, after I got off of work, I went to the mall, and then we had a supply guy at the mall at the time back in the day, and I bought my first clippers there, and ever since that day, I just started try to do full time as a barber.
Yeah.
I didn't go back to Vallarta after that first day, and I don't know why, but I just didn't go because I told myself I want to do this full time. And I felt like I had the risk to do it because at the time I was 18 and I was still living at my mom's house. So I had the risk. Like I could take the risk back at the time because I didn't have too much responsibilities on my hand. So I took the risk and started cutting every day and try to do a cut as much as I can. And I would just text my friends or whoever trying to just get a cut every single day and get better, I guess. So and it just stuck with me.
And hey, bro, like he cuts my hair, y'all. And I don't let nobody else cut my hair.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going with him. I've been going with Sal for what, like about
3 or
4 years, right?
Yeah.
I started off at the mall.
The Central, yep.
And that's before you even got your license.
Yeah, I was a Prince's barber.
Yeah.
I just got my license.
I remember that,
yeah.
bro. And then
Days,
yeah,
right? You a strong one, man. Just-
yeah, bro. I remember that.
I remember when Sal first started cutting, he was like, I'm trying to do them signatures. I'm like, bro, remember I told you? Like, bro, you ain't ready, bro. They gonna fire you if you come over here. Dude, I wasn't that good, man. Like, I was good, but I wasn't that good. And I told him straight, like, don't do that to yourself. You probably won't come back from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You reach for the stars too soon, and you fall out hard. But he went through what he had to go through, and he went through like 3 shops, 4 shops, whatever.
I want to say more than that. I went through like whole Victorville.
He went
But that's,
all through
but that's cool. But look where you're at now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So when I thought he was ready, he didn't think he was ready. I was telling him, bro, come through. This open spot. He's like, nah, I don't know yet. Yeah. I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta get over here. And I remember, I always told him, like, barbers mess up every day. Like, barbers always self-sabotage. So you never know when your time will be. So I remember calling him up like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, like, come through. And he just kept lagging. And one time we finally made the call, and I already told my boss, like, hey, I got a guy. And he finally called him. And then next thing you know, somebody messed up. And he took their schedule. And then from that point on, he been signatures.
That's
great.
good. See?
And I always tell everybody that story. I love that story because if it wasn't for him having the confidence to come through, even though you probably didn't think you had it, then it would never be, you know?
And because you saw something in him.
Oh, yeah.
You
I see
know.
consistency. Like he said, I didn't believe when he first told me. I hear that all the time when I first started cutting. oh, I want to cut hair, I want to cut hair, and from my own peers. And they always would say something, and they would never follow through with it. He's
Yeah.
the only one that really followed through everything, and I made sure he got to where he wanted to be too.
I have a question. So obviously, I don't really know anything about barbering. I know more about the females because I have nothing but females in my house, my daughters and
Hey,
stuff.
but don't get it wrong. They do females.
Well, no,
too.
that's why I wasn't gonna. No, they don't do extensions, or do you guys do extensions?
No, that's one thing.
No,
I
but
don't
that's
do.
one thing I do want to know. So give me
Do
like
you
a
though? I
basic
think-
lowdown of barbering 101. What do you expect when you go to a barbershop?
What to expect?
Or well, everything, the whole.
Well,
What do you guys do?
as
What kind of
far as
services do you guys
Signature
offer?
goes, I can't speak for the barbershop, but Signature,
okay.
you should expect their customer service, versatility as far as skills wise and everything. We have a braider as well. We have a
Okay.
lotician. We have barbers that are catered to not just barbering, but like we do we trim hair, we dye hair, we perm hair.
Okay.
And we also you book ahead if you want to. Like you can expect just good customer service throughout everything. You know, and we do promotional deals, and we do events at the shop. So when it comes to Signature, that's what you can expect from us. But other barbershops, you can expect a haircut. You know, I'll be honest. But with us, like we can. I mean, I remember during COVID, I was I was curling hair, like thermal curling. I was doing that during COVID. So you can expect that too, depending on which barber you end up with. But I've dyed my female clients' hair. I've trimmed hair. I've
Okay.
evened out hair. I've layered hair.
Designs.
We do designs. We do all just enhancements, facials. We can do almost anything. Like if you think about it, just
So you just don't cater just to male clients. It's females too.
yeah, we do female eyebrows, everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay, see, I would have
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Now you know.
I thought it was just
Now
you
you
know,
know,
just
you
men
guys.
go in there get their haircut.
No
by the
excuses.
barber,
No
you
excuses.
know?
Go see my boys over there at Central
sir.
Barbershop
Yeah,
East.
for sure.
Yes, sir.
And get
And
all your needs
we're
done.
open every day except for certain holidays,
Okay.
like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Some barbers might work that day, but
Like the big holidays.
yeah, the big holidays we're closed on those days, but we're open every day,
Yeah.
9 to 7. So now you know.
9 to 7. Hey, so what makes Signature Barbershop different from other barbershops? That from what you guys can relate to.
Professionalism. for sure.
Professionalism is definitely like probably the first thing, and I would say that we're consistent. Professionalism and consistency. Not only is every Signature barbershop, we have 8 of them right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
They're all different, but we're all the same. We all have the same standards, the same boundaries, but we also cater to ourselves the same way. So we have one, the mall, obviously. We got Palmdale AV.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the third one on 7th Street.
Yeah.
Then this us on Sbpro Road. We have the 5th shop is our school where we train our barbers.
Nice.
The
The
one
6th
on-
shop,
That's on Mariposa, right?
Mariposa, exactly by
Mariposa.
Sandia. Our 6th shop is Highway 18, right? With Isaac and
Apple
Dame.
Valley.
And then we have a 7th one in Inland Center in San Bernardino. But after that, we have another one opening up on Main Street by Target
Yeah.
in
Nice.
Hesperia.
And see, and that's dope. Let's go back to that, what you said. You guys also have a school.
Yeah.
That's dope because not any barbershop has that, that extra feature. You guys also, I consider you guys as artists, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because you guys do designs. You guys put your heart into it, you know what I mean? Like an artist. But to have that, that help for people that want to go and become a barbershop or a barber at a barbershop, that's dope.
Oh, most
You know what I mean?
definitely. Yeah, that's
That's
why I
dope.
love that we have a school, a training facility, because before that, we had a school, but it wasn't like enough room to house a lot of barbers. Now we can house up to like 20 barbers at a time in the school, train them. They have the ability to, not branch off, but like put themselves out there, without a risk, basically, so where you can learn, get clientele at a cheap price. And it's the same way that other schools probably do it. We do it where the barbers have a little more freedom, but we also have more standards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're gonna be a part of Signature, we're gonna make sure that you know that you're a part of Signature and that you're gonna put yourself out there to grow.
So then, like, if say it's somebody watching the pod today and their son wants to be a barber, what do they need to do? Who do they contact?
Oh, we have a website, so you can go to signaturebarbering.com or www.signaturebarbering.com. We have an area where you can like careers. You can go to that and sign up for school and everything, and you'll get a phone call or email or whatever or text about how to come through and enroll, or you can enroll online. If you for sure know. And it's also if you don't have the money for it, because we're only a 5K school.
Okay.
Like you only pay 5K.
Oh,
Not
nice.
up front. You can pay payments, or you can go through the county, through the
Oh,
state.
nice.
Go
Okay.
to school for free if you're under
There
25.
you go. You
So
heard
I
it.
forgot the name of the program, but I think it's like WIOA.
Okay.
So I don't know what that
Okay.
stands for. Because I went to school, that wasn't there. It was $1,000 down. You pay X amount of money a week, and you go to school once a week for 4 hours a day. And that's what 18 months, 18 to 24 months.
The age requirement is what?
Age requirement is 16. Yeah. So
Okay.
16. Now, what is there any other requirements that you have to require to be?
under 25 for that program. Under 25. But
Okay.
Through the county.
Through the county,
Okay.
exactly.
County.
Besides that, you can go to school just like regular college. You know.
See, that's another dope thing.
Yeah.
That the county helps you get into the barber school.
Exactly.
Very smart.
That's
Like
cool.
when I started barbering, before you started barbering, obviously, nobody really wanted to be a barber. Nobody cared about it like that. It wasn't looked at as a money-making thing, you know? But now there's so many other avenues to get into the industry. You know, it's actually crazy to see because I just remember, like, now when I look around at other barbershops and other cities and everything and look at how many barbers there are young at that, like, I just seen a barber at the mall. Well, he's like 14. He was like 14. I'm
It's
walking in
popping right now.
I'm walking in with my boss through the shop, and I'm in the mall right now. And this one 14-year-old was like, yo, I want to cut hair. I already started cutting. I got my clippers. I'm just thinking to myself, like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was that age and I was cutting my own hair. This
Yeah.
dude's in the shop trying to get a spot.
Trying to get in already.
Trying to get in already. I'm like, dude, he's not really crazy.
And that's
Like,
crazy, you know,
he got
because
sense.
He has a vision.
I have a nephew, you know, my cousin's son, you know, Aiden, and he bought his first clippers,
Okay.
and now he's cutting hair. He's cutting all his, you know, his neighbors' hairs, all
His
the
brothers.
kids. They got lines, bro. He has a line outside his house
Yeah.
trying to cut hair.
That's crazy.
So I'm trying to tell him, you know what I mean, that, you know, I was trying to hit you guys up to get him into the barbershop school.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
That's how I started.
Get them in, you know what I mean?
That's
Because
really
nowadays, you know, nowadays you see a lot of young barbers right now. It's like the most popping job that everybody wants to do right now is barbering.
I think it's the most popping job because it's the easiest one to get into.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
we don't like barbers. You don't need to have a lot of what do you call it?
Requirement?
Prereqs.
Yeah.
To get started. Like when I was 14, 15 years old, or even 16, I should say. I remember like my first job I got into was Galleria, and the dude that offered me the job, he was driving through the parking lot. Through the neighborhood one day.
Yeah.
And he seen me cutting hair in the garage. He's like, "Hey, I heard about you. Like you the kid that be cutting."
Damn.
No, for real. Like, this really happened. Like, and
That's
I remember
dope.
like before that I was cutting like all my neighbors and stuff, and I was like 15 and a half, 16.
Yeah.
And I was only charging $5, so that's how I got into my first shop. And I ended up cutting my boss's brother-in-law. His brother-in-law was cool with my boss at the time, so I cut my new boss's brother-in-law at the time, and then he went to a family event, and then my current boss now seen the haircut and offered me a job.
Yeah.
And then he
That's
told me
dope.
I was the first one that he ever like offered a spot off of just the haircut.
That is dope.
But at
Yes.
the time I was only 17, 18 years old.
Dang.
So I mean, obviously there's more of us now that are like that, but yeah, it's just like so. When you said your nephew, your cousin,
Yeah, my nephew, yeah.
your nephew, yes, it's like if he takes it, like
Oh, he's a hustler, bro.
He
Yeah,
is.
he don't make it. He don't make
He's
it.
hustling.
If he
He-
keep
he-
hustling, he don't make it for sure.
He has a, I guess there's a barber supply guy that goes around over there.
Yeah.
And he actually does deliveries to your house.
Yeah.
So he goes and gets, you know, whatever he
He
needs.
cashes out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. Hey, barber supply knows
Bro,
somebody
he's-
house, he cashing out for
He's,
sure.
he's hustling, bro.
Yeah,
he
he
is
is.
That's good.
hustling.
I
you
love
know what
that.
I mean?
That's
That's,
good,
all
man.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, man. Like, you know, the crazy part about being like, we both been instructors. And
okay.
we were instructors. We were instructors before we were owners, so we basically carry the same mentality over into the shop.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because like we've had students as young as 16, and students as old as 45, 50, whatever the case may
Yeah.
be, and we can see that I can see the difference between like the hustle between younger students and older students,
older,
and why it might be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it all depends on who, but obviously, the sooner you start, the better it may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you are older, you understand why the urgency is there.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's pretty cool, honestly. But I'm glad that your nephew's getting started.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, 'cause,
He's
it's gonna be
super
cool.
excited and stuff. So, yeah. Hey, so now you said you guys were teachers, right? You guys are teachers too, right? How was it that you guys went from teaching to owning your guys' own shop?
I mean, I feel like that was our way to get into being the owner in some type of way, you know, just let our bosses know, which is Napoleon and Nick, to be able to run the school program. So when we found out that there was a position to become an instructor, me and Josh, we felt like we were a good, like, I want to say duo, I guess you want to say.
Yeah.
accepting that position. So, and we wanted, I mean, at the time, before we became instructors, we knew that we want to one day become co-owners with Signature.
You know what's crazy? I want to touch you off, but I'm glad you said that because I remember opponent came to me and said, "Who do you feel like you would work best with?" I remember this shit. I remember this shit like yesterday. And I was like, Sal, like that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of people I'm close with, but I told him, I said, Sal, like, you know what I'm saying? Not to take away from anything that you have to offer for yourself, but like, now I remember telling him like that's the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there. Like I want people to know that yes.
Yeah, no,
it's a true story.
So we want to take the opportunity as if we could do this. Like, so we started teaching. It was going good. We started teaching for like almost a year, like a good year, or how long?
We started in what, like 2022, because we weren't owners yet, so 2022.
Yeah. And we were actually instructors. I don't know if this. Well, now we're licensed, but we were instructors before we became licensed barbers.
Yeah, we already knew what to do before we became licensed.
Yeah.
So we were apprentice barbers as being instructors, and
slash instructors.
Yes, exactly. And there was already licensed barbers that were already in the shop. I guess we had the best fit for that.
And that's cool because you just show your boss that you guys taking that role, being more responsible. To being able to own your own shop. You know what I mean? Manage your own shop.
Yeah, because by the time we were 2021,
I think this is what it is though too, because when we first started teaching, we were teaching for free because we wanted the position that bad.
Yeah,
we weren't asking for no bread. We wanted like, look, we can prove ourselves. Like, it's
Yeah.
not about the bread. It's about the respect and the opportunity and the hustle that come behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing people don't know. That we weren't getting paid an X amount of money just to teach. Like it was more like if you want it, then go for it and prove yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people nowadays don't like that, but that's one thing we definitely did. Is we made sure, even though we were like at the time, I was 21, 22. You're probably 21. We were at that age already teaching younger barbers and older barbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Like people don't know that. They think that we was getting paid X amount of money. No, that the money came after.
Yeah. It's always and it always seems like that. It's always you can't expect to get paid, right away.
Yeah,
you gotta prove yourself, you know what I mean? Do it for free. And then once somebody notices, then they'll start paying you.
They see that hunger,
Yeah.
And that's exactly why to this day, like me and Josh to this day, we still do free haircuts to give someone a free haircut to see what we can do. So next time when they do get a haircut, they'll pay and want to come back. But like I said, we always want to do stuff for free and show what we can do. But like I said, by the time we were 2021 instructors, we knew what we wanted to do already. We wanted to become owners with Signature.
Yep.
So that's why we did our best as much as we can with the instructing and schooling and stuff like that, until there was a point where we couldn't instruct anymore due to because we opened our first shop in 2023.
It got so busy for us that it was hurting the shop to keep instructing.
Yeah.
When we were instructors, we weren't teaching just Signature Barber. We're teaching barbers from other shops, and it was like no shade to no other shop or anything, but it was like if we're gonna put this information out there, might as well put it into our own shop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that way they can get it firsthand. And if we end up teaching again, we teach again. But be a leader for your shop instead of being a leader just for everybody else.
So then, like the students that come through your Signature barber school or academy, or what exactly is the name of the school?
Signature Barbering Academy. We have an academy basically.
Okay. So those students that graduate or they finish the course, do they become apprentices at any of your guys' shops, or how does that work?
So they have the opportunity to become an apprentice, but they can work in any shop they want to work at.
Oh, okay.
If they have a licensed barber that's going to assign them. So in order to become an apprentice, you have to have a licensed barber at a licensed establishment to become a legitimate apprentice, basically. Otherwise, you'll just be waiting around for a licensed barber to assign you. The thing is, we have a lot of licensed barbers within Signature, so it makes it easier. But once, put like this, in order to get signed, you have to be worthy of it.
Okay.
Not just for Signature, for any barber or any barber shop. So you can't just be like, I have my hours, I'm ready. No, if you can't cut, if you're not willing to grow and put yourself out there and post your cuts, whether they're good or bad, or talk to clients, or anything like that, then
so promote yourself, basically.
you have to promote yourself. If you don't promote yourself, and it's not guaranteed any barbershop will sign you.
Okay.
But if you're good enough, if you're good and you're willing to get better, or if you're willing to get better, you don't have to be good. If you're willing to get better, you can get signed.
Yeah, it's like you got to be open-minded.
Open-minded,
You know,
exactly.
you got to take the criticism. You know, you got to take the negative, the positive, because that makes you just a better barber. You know what I mean? You know, especially if you're working with other barbers and they already have their license and they know what they're doing, and they see that you're doing something that you're not supposed to. You know, it's always good to take that advice. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely. I agree.
So then you guys having your license, do you have to do like continued education for yourself? Like, does your license expire, or do you have to renew it, or how does that work?
So you have basically your apprentice license. Once you get it, it's valid for about 24 months, and that's basically until you take your license, until you take your state test for your official license. And your license, your barber license, is valid for 2 years. So I just renewed mine last year. He renewed his this year.
I'm in the process of renewing mine.
Yeah, he's renewing his. Yeah,
Because
In
I
the
got my
process.
license in 2023.
I remember that. It was a struggle.
it was hard. Nah,
I
for
passed
real.
on my second time. The first time,
It took me
I
3
should-
times. So he
Yeah.
passed before I passed.
Yeah,
technically,
I should have
but-
passed the first time. I missed it by like a couple questions.
You know what's
and-
crazy? So they changed it for. So when I failed the first time, I got 69% out of 70. I'm sorry, out of 75. Second time I missed it. It was 74% out of 75%. The third time I passed it was like 78, but they moved it to 70. So now you only need 70% to pass.
That's it, huh?
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
You only need like a C minus to pass.
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's that C minus you getting me, right?
I know.
I ain't no
Bro,
trying
That
What?
state of California.
yeah, like damn, bro. Like I'm over here aiming for the stars. And I
Yeah.
don't gotta do that. So yeah, but it's honestly crazy though. Like the way I
Yeah.
see it, but
And that's
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
bro. I mean, you guys came a long way, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys' journey is crazy.
it's like a movie.
And you
man.
guys are
Yeah.
young. I mean, you
I have
guys.
to remind myself of that. I forget. Bro.
Yeah, you guys are
It
young.
was just
bro.
his birthday. How old is you now, bro?
When was your birthday?
It was my birthday was June 14th.
Oh, man, happy birthday,
congratulations.
bro.
Happy birthday, Gemini.
bro.
Appreciate you. I just turned 25. It's funny too. A lot of people know I got 2 daughters. You
That's
know what
cool.
I'm saying? So I started early, like 18, 19.
Hey,
So
there's nothing wrong with
my
that.
kid is 6 and she'll be 7 this year. The other one just turned 5. So.
See, that's good. Started
Get
young.
out the way.
That's what I did.
He didn't. I swear, I remember when he didn't have no kids. He was like, "Oh, you're flaking." I'm like, "Bro, little ones is like 2 and 1, bro. Like I can't. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
now it's his turn. I'm like, "Come on, outside. Let's
Now
go
he's-
outside." He's like,
Now
I
he's
can't.
now he's gonna see it.
Yeah.
My daughters
bro.
are your guys' age. I got a 28, 25, and a 23-year-old.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Hey,
Yeah, you guys still have a long,
Yeah, long
long
life.
road, bro. And that's cool though.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing I like about you guys' shop, bro, like I like going there. I mean, I go there. I try to go there every other week, or every 2 weeks. But I like the vibe that you guys have going there.
oh, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I mean,
everybody loves our shop.
It feels like home. I mean,
yeah.
we hear. I like going here in the gossip, the bakery, the
All the
bakery,
tea,
hey,
all the
the
tea.
bakery and back
He
and
be drawing
forth.
everybody. I'm like, Sal gets the whole shop at this point.
You know
we
what I
only
mean?
got 10. I told Sal, hey man, I can't help you with 9 people, bro. Here's what it is.
Hey, shout out to everybody from that barbershop, East Barbershop. You know,
sir.
Omar,
We got everybody name. I got everybody
Benji.
name.
You know what I mean?
Kegs.
Sal
Kegs.
X.
Who else?
We got new. Now
Dan-
we got new.
we got new barbers. We got
new barbers
Earls. We got
Alex.
Stills. Jacob. Both Omars. Your brother and Omar Soto.
Yeah.
Danny. Dang, we got a couple barbers. We got a few of them.
Who's
Gustavo's
next
been there with us.
to Josh?
There's
It's
different
couple, it's
barbers.
couple barbers now. Oh, Kevin. Kevin's there. Well, there's a few barbers that changed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
okay.
everybody that you named don't work there like that no more.
Okay.
But that's okay though. And kudos to them.
It's
We wish you the
cool.
best
It's
of luck.
cool. It's cool.
Success is gonna come your way eventually.
Yes.
No, for sure,
Hey,
for
but
sure.
shout out to everybody that works there, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate
you. Guys all
you.
do a good job and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Ernesto does look fresh though, Sal. You do a good job.
I appreciate
Hey,
you.
I mean,
You keep it right.
No, yeah.
I'm surprised you
but-
didn't come through yet. I'm like, hold on, bro. Dang.
I went last week, dog. You know,
You was
there last
for
week,
sure.
yeah. I'll be there next week. Don't worry, I'll be there next week.
got
Yeah,
you.
but I mean, I like going there, bro. It's like those old school barbershops. You know, you go in there, you know
You know what to expect.
you go away from the drama from home to go over there and not think about it.
Yes, sir.
That's how I feel when I go there. I mean, if I'm 'cause I usually go after work. I mean, I have a
sure.
stressful day at work. I'll go over there and relax, hear the drama. You know what I mean?
I have a client, bro. He pulls up. I cut his hair today, but he pulls up like every now and then. He just chills at the shop. we be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's dope, bro.
Like I tell barbers, like I tell my clients, like, bro, like just chill, bro. Like, you know, as long as you're not on crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? You come through, chill, chop it up, have some fun, you know, talk about what we want to talk about. So I always tell people, like, we're therapists, we're artists, you know what I'm saying? We're managers, we're financial teachers, advisors, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do a lot of stuff that we don't even recognize that we're actually doing, you know what I'm saying? At the same time. So we try to be, basically, we don't try to be, it just comes naturally. We are everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool, honestly. Like, that's why I like what I do.
That's cool. So how is it being shop owners? You mean, is it what you guys expected?
I mean,
You answer that first. You answer that first.
yes, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I'll tell you, it's not.
Hold on. Hold that real quick. Hold that down. Let's do Nestle shots fired, you guys.
I got you.
It's time for Nestle shots fired. All right, this segment is we dedicate a shot to anything you've done, any success,
Any shout out to anybody?
any shout out to anybody, anything positive. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Sal. Shout out to, what's your name again?
Queen G.
Queen G, my boy Ernesto, for the podcast and inviting us on here and everything, and the production team as well. But I was going to say shout out to moms, my mom, his dad, my dad, all the barbers that's a part of Signature East and part of Signature in general. Shout out to Nick and Poe and all the Signature owners, Dame, Isaac, Brian Benz, you got Jay Sean and Ant. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see this. You know what I'm saying?
They will. Everybody will.
You know what I'm saying? So they know, like, and just shout out to all the clients, all the loyal clients, all the other clients that came through, gave us an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, a first-time client, whatever case is. Anybody that ever collaborated with us, Overtake Industries. We had a car meet coming up on this Sunday, June 29th, actually. Shout out to everybody that's ever showed love, even the barbers that haven't worked there, that's just a part of the industry in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? It's a shot for y'all. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
We'll go with Sal next.
So, I mean, he shouted out everybody that I was gonna shout out. So I mean, I want to give a shout out. I mean, obviously to my partner right here for holding it down when he got to hold it down. Shout out to my parents for raising me right.
I don't know.
Shout out to my girlfriend for holding it down with our son. I'm having another kid.
Hey,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
I have a son right now. He's gonna be 2 in August, and I have another son coming in September. So
Putting that work
Double
in.
triple.
Putting that work in.
Work.
Putting that work in, bro.
Yeah, I wanna-
Relax, bro. You can have a third one in a minute.
And beating me, homie.
So yeah, I want to shout out my girlfriend for holding it down.
That's right.
That's right.
Shout out to you, girlfriend.
Yeah, I want to shout out Nick and Poe for believing in. You know, I was young at the time. I want to say I was like 22 years old, 23, for believing in us and becoming an owner. Because, like I said, out of the mall, I don't know if you guys seen the mall.
Yeah, the mall's
Yeah.
huge, bro.
The mall is huge
like
with 20 plus
20
Yeah,
plus
that's
barbers.
big.
plus
Yeah.
barbers and
Well, actually, it's 40 plus
It's-
barbers.
yeah,
Out
so-
on rotation, but
Yeah.
20 some
Yeah.
chairs though.
And
Yeah.
at the time, me and Josh, you know, we were selected to be, you know, become owners at the time out of everybody at the shop. So shout out to Nick and Poe for sure for believing in us. Shout out to Chop Shop for having us here for sure. So
Yeah, anytime, bro.
yeah, so that's my shout out.
Queen G.
I just want to throw a shout out to all them hustlers, entrepreneurs, business owners. This goes to you guys.
That's right. My shout out is to you guys, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Appreciate
you guys always make us look good. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for barbers, you know, we would be looking all nasty and ugly and looking busted. So, cheers.
Fire.
All right, let's go back to that question, Sal.
What was the question again?
Is being owners what you expected to be?
Oh, okay. Like I said, yes and no. Being the owner isn't what everybody thinks being the owner as, I guess. Just to know it's going to be a lot of losses before you take a win. And it's a lot of your time. It's a lot of your mental time. And it can get to you real fast. So, for me personally, like at such a young age, becoming an owner, I felt like I was ready, but at the same time, it did hit me. But like I said, I'm trying to become a better owner, become a better version of myself. But yeah, I don't think it's how I thought of it was gonna be. But just
Yeah,
going through
it's
it.
like you said. You mean a lot of people don't think about all the struggles of becoming an owner, all the losses. You got to lose first to gain. You mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Less
I
is
mean,
more.
everybody thinks it's all about, becoming an owner. Oh, I'm gonna make all this money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on these trips, and it's not all about that. You know what I mean? You got to pay bills.
It's the opposite. It's,
Yeah, I mean, light has to be paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your employees got to be paid. You got equipment. You got all that, bro. Like, it's not what people think it is.
it's not.
Nah,
So, I mean,
And also to
and
have balance, like in your life with it, you
that's
know.
the key. Yin and yang.
Key.
That's the key right there. Balance is everything. Just
Yeah.
And then
like you
it-
said, come at you fast.
and
Yeah.
it's a good thing, too, because you guys are young. You guys
Yeah.
are showing all the young people out there right now that, they can make it. They can do it
Exactly.
to become owners. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing, bro, because, we need that.
Facts.
I mean,
definitely.
I'm not no owner, bro. I mean, I'm working on cars, bro, wrenching on cars, and I've always done that. I'm known in the streets to fixing cars. I mean, everybody knows me.
But that's a talent that you,
Yeah, I've been
you have,
saying.
and you
Yeah,
never
yeah.
know. You might be your own
Exactly.
business
Yeah.
owner.
Exactly. We need people like you to fix.
Exactly.
I can't fix no.
I
damn
can't.
engine.
I
Don't call me, all right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of
Ernesto
little
is
bit of
gonna
work,
have his
but-
own business soon. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
for
I always,
sure.
Speaking that
I always
into
thought about that,
existence.
bro. I always thought about that, but like I said, then you think about all the struggles. You mean,
Yeah.
something messes up, you gotta have insurance. You mean, all the liability. It's a lot. It's a lot on the plate, bro. You know what I
Almost
mean?
definitely. It's another responsibility that people don't think about. Like it sounds good. It looks cool to be an owner and everything, which it is. But people don't understand what come with it. You know what I'm saying? We low key make that look like we're so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
That people probably think it's easy. And like when you're used to it, it is easy. But when you're not used to it, and like you say, life happens quick. You have kids, you have bills, you got responsibilities outside of the shop to take care of.
Yeah.
You gotta manage barbers. You gotta manage. When we were instructors, we were managing students at the same time, new clients, new barbers. It's all in the mix. It's the whole cycle. So that's why it's like I can understand why people want to be a part of it, but at the same time, like we don't really show the struggles that come with it. It don't really like bother us like that, affect us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of like. We make
Kinda
it look,
looks easy.
we make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? I was telling the other like a couple months ago, like, bro, we make this look easy, bro. Like, and honestly, like, we both like, I'm a single parent. You know what I'm saying? He got his girl, which is cool. I respect it. Like, keep going strong. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, for real. Like,
I've been married
that's the way it
16
should
years,
be.
bro. 16 years.
See, hey, bro, I think, you know what I'm
16
saying?
years, bro.
Man, hey, I always tell you,
He
married,
said
bro.
it's long.
Hey, you married, bro. I always tell everybody, he married.
Not
You better
married
leave this
yet,
man alone.
but-
He married, bro.
That's it,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
You
I'm
married.
sorry.
That's it.
But I'm not sorry because he don't succeed. You know what I'm saying? But nah, as a single parent, bro, I understand like it's all about balance no matter what.
Been
I
there.
feel like that's the only way I can make it happen for myself. Either way it go.
Yeah.
Or for him, you know what I'm saying? He got kids too. So
Yeah.
I always tell everybody I don't do it just for me. I do it for him. I do it for the barbers that's in the shop that need our help. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what it's really all about. I pay it forward.
And how do you guys balance your guys' work schedule with your life, your actual
life.
life schedule? How hard is it to balance that between those two?
It's not hard. It's not
I mean,
hard.
I feel like it's difficult for me only because like I'm new to this. Like
Everything
my-
happened for you all at once.
So you're a baby.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
fresh.
It's
Yeah,
not
'cause-
even that. I think it all happened for him all at once. Like
Yeah.
it just all happened at once. Owner,
Too fast,
parent,
huh?
Yeah, like
everything all at once.
It all fell out.
It was just everything that happened. Yeah, like
I was already a dad when he did it. I was already like my kids are already like 2, 3
Yeah,
years old, 4
yeah.
years old.
I was already like 6 months of being an owner, and 6 months later I was already a dad. So
Yeah, I remember that.
it was just a lot of things just
Crazy
happened.
time.
Crazy, bro. It's
Crazy
crazy.
time.
Yeah, so that was like almost 2 years ago that
Yeah.
my firstborn was born, and I'm
Yeah.
having my second.
crazy,
so it's
bro.
gonna be
That's how it be though.
That's crazy. I
Tell me.
remember the first time when you told me, like, hey, I'm having a baby. I'm like, what?
You know what's crazy? A year before that, at my birthday, my 22nd birthday, I was drunk. I was faded. I was drunk. I don't know what. After I said this, I remember I blacked out. Remember, kids carry me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
My brother. I told him and his girl, they sitting right here. I said, y'all finna have a baby next year. Watch, you gonna get the car you want, you get the house you want, you gonna have a kid. That's what happened. It's in that order: car, house, kid.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Right after
Now they
that,
can't.
she got pregnant, and then a year later, you had a baby, and then we became shop owners.
You
It
know
happened
what's-
just like that.
No, when he said that, I think she was already pregnant. We just didn't say nothing to nobody. And it's like,
I knew.
But
Yeah.
he was already feeling it.
I already knew.
Yeah.
To see, I was.
It's weird because a lot of, like for the second baby, also like a lot of my clients will come in and be like you also, I think you would tell me like, when's the second one coming? When's the second?
Yeah.
And the second one was already coming. I'm like, damn.
Because I only have one, bro. I mean, I want to have another one, but
Yeah.
it would have been easier if I would have had it back to back. You know what I mean? Because
You're still young.
Because you get it out and over. I mean, and then they grew up together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I got it.
So
That's
I
how
mean,
it's good.
that's why I was asking you, like, I mean, because I don't want. I mean, I always tell people like, don't do what I did. Don't wait until.
Yeah.
I mean, don't wait until my daughter's 9. I mean, like, don't wait that long. I mean, that's when I
Yeah.
asked you. I was like, "What's up? When you gonna have another one?" And then a few months or a few weeks later, you're like, "Hey, did I tell you?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, I'm having another one." Like, damn, that's
Yeah,
what's
that's
up.
the best way to do it. I would say like back to back because mine are 18 months apart. Like my
Yeah,
5-year-old
see?
just turned 5. My 6-year-old, she'll be 7, but right now they're 6 and 5.
See,
So I agree with you 100%. Like my older brother is 8 years older than me on my mom's side, and then it's me, then my little sister who's 8 years younger than me.
yeah,
So I understand both worlds. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But they can't seem to like understand each other.
yeah. I have a
You know what I
sister.
mean?
I have a sister that's 4 years older than me, and then I have another one that's 2 years older than me, and then it's me, and then it's 10-year gap,
Oh, shit!
and then my brother.
Damn.
So how was your brother?
My brother, he's 25,
Oh, you might.
26.
Oh, he's so okay.
He's like your guys' age.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I already know y'all don't see eye to eye, huh?
Yeah, we're cool. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah, we're cool. Like, you know what I mean? He did his own thing. I mean, like I
Yeah,
said,
that's what I'm saying. He do his own
I was
thing, you do your
doing
own
my
thing.
own thing. At,
Yeah,
Sal
yeah,
knows. Sal knows my
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
I was doing my own thing. in the
Ernesto got a
streets and
crazy
shit.
story,
I was doing it on
nah.
the streets and
I mean,
shit.
I think
He,
we talk about like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
some small shit.
I'm
you
proud
know
of
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A
I'm
little
proud.
bit
I'm
of
for
it.
sure proud of Ernesto
Yeah.
for how
Yeah.
he overcame what
Why
he
not?
had.
I think we
so.
talked about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
When
sure.
you told me. a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was
Remember?
doing my own thing. So when my brother
But
was
you
growing
different
up,
though. You a different type of dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You different. your story is different.
I'm changed. I changed.
You
Bro.
know what I'm
I
saying? I
changed.
respect it, bro. You different.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like that's
Yeah,
just
so, I mean,
different.
and that's the cool part. You mean you learn as you go, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Just like how you guys, you know, you got to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're never gonna learn.
Exactly.
I mean, how are you supposed to learn if you don't make mistakes?
Facts.
So I mean, that's natural. Like all the barbers out there that are starting to begin, you know what I mean? It's okay to make mistakes because that's the way you're gonna learn. If you don't make mistakes, then something's going on.
Yeah.
Facts.
You're doing something wrong.
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
mean, you can't be cocky. I mean, everybody, you never stop learning. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you go to school, and you're always gonna learn something new.
I like how you guys keep it humble. I don't even know you guys that well, but you guys seem like very humble people, you know, and
they're
like
cool.
you got it together, you know.
It's cool.
I mean, we,
Trying to make
we
it,
understand,
you know what I mean? For
like,
being young though, to being young
You guys are not cocky. You know
business
what I mean?
owners, you guys aren't. I mean, if we would have been taught that, I'm 48. Okay, if we never had anything like that
Which
growing
is 28.
up. Yeah.
yeah,
the new
28. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a new
You
28,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
don't look 48. Nah, you cool. You don't
You
look
know,
48.
but like honestly, like we didn't have that growing. Like I graduated in '95. They didn't show us anything in school, like high school. I mean, no. I mean, more for the fellas. They did nothing for females. You know, no apprenticeship. No, let's go be a welder. You know, there is females that are welders. You know, or in what do you call it? Pipe fitters, and then you
Yeah.
got iron workers. That was never offered to us in high school.
No, most
It was to the
definitely.
males, but nothing for us.
No, most
know?
definitely. I agree with you on that 100%. And I feel like, too, like, the route that I took, it wasn't presented to me in high school. I think if it wasn't for me running into Napoleon and
teenager,
Nick.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. They basically showed me, like, they didn't even really show me. I was just paying attention, really. And I seen it, and I was like, I'm going to go this route because everybody else doing this route. And I see, like, even now, like, my peers besides him, my peers are just now having kids. They just now going to school or finishing school. And I didn't take that route. I'm not saying don't take that route, but
Yeah.
I realized earlier on, because I already had a serious situation at 18, having my first daughter and stuff, I realized, like, I'm going to go this route because this route seems like it's more promising for right now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the future, like, it seems like a long-term situation. Like, my dream job was, if it wasn't the NBA, Foot Locker.
NBA.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't the NBA, Foot Locker.
So
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So you had NBA dreams too? That's
Who
crazy.
doesn't have NBA
Oh,
dreams?
no,
Like, you know what I'm saying? In the NFL or NBA dreams. But one of my one of my peers, well, one of my business partners, he actually came from a retail store, and he's converted over to barbering. And around that time, I was helping him like initially start cutting hair. So for me, it was like, damn, I wanted your job when I was young, and now you want my job now that we're older, and he's older than me. So I always tell him like, bro, you made a crazy transition to something that made me feel like, okay, I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been told, bro, I've been thought about stop cutting hair. Not because I don't like it, because I feel like maybe it's not for me. But artistry is what I love doing. Like, I know how to draw, I know how to paint, I know how to tattoo, like all that good stuff. But I just feel like cutting hair is my alley, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like more confirmation for me.
It's your better skill.
Yeah, most definitely. So that's why I stood with it. But like for me, like if you were to go to my 6th grade, you know, end of the year, what do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? NFL, NBA player, like whatever, Foot Locker. I want the shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
who don't want the shoes? So that's
true.
why it's just funny to me, like thinking back at that shit sometimes. Like, damn, bro, like we came a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like from the cars we drove and everything. Like, bro got a house.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? We done had a lot of cars already. And like y'all say, we still young. I forget that I'm young. Like, I be feeling I'm 40. I tell people all the time.
I'm old too.
I tell them I'm old. Like when it comes to barbering, I'm old, bro. I'm an old dude. I was just talking to Stills and Jacob today, and it was like, you know, he's 19, he's 17. I'm telling him like, bro, when I was your age, I had 2 kids, I had my own place, I had 4 cars, all at once.
Yeah.
And I'd be thinking about, damn, I really did that. You know what I'm saying? I got it out of my system already, so I don't care for that no more. Like anything about that. But like I tell them all the time, like, bro, if you really want it, you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it right. I didn't do it right, so that's why I had to reset. But it's just crazy though.
All right, it's cool though.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's good. I'm glad that I had that early. Because if you had it later on in life, it's hard to bounce back.
It's hard to start all over.
Exactly. Your mind gets you too used to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of like, that's why being an owner is kind of easy, because we didn't already had a lot of money already. We already did a lot of things. And I met bro, not when I met him, but
You guys are more like responsible.
He had a Camaro, you know what I'm saying, at the time. Then he had an RT. Then he got rid of that and stayed down for a year, and then got the Stat.
I had no car for a whole year.
I was telling bro, like, I would really tell bro, let's go outside and let's go get some food or whatever. And he like, nah, I'm gonna just chill in the shop. I'm like, I used to hate bro, like, damn, bro, I ain't got nobody to hang out with. But he was just so disciplined that, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't be mad about it.
Disciplined, you know, to get what you want.
Exactly.
You had to.
I feel like a bad friend sometimes. Like, damn, I put him on to a lot of bad stuff.
Damn.
But he's his own dude, so he don't do what he don't do. But yeah, I had it early. I had it real early, honestly. Like, I had it too early.
Yeah.
I understand why they say, like, you know, you might meet, like, we met a few million. I met a few millionaires. We met a few millionaires. And I remember, like, they'll tell you, like, you know, like, they're older, 50, 60, whatever case is. And they be like, yeah, I did this, and that. And I'm like, damn, you able to come back from that? You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like it's over with sometimes, but nah. You know what I mean? Like,
still possible.
Like, when you feel like you hit rock bottom, like, nah, it ain't rock bottom. So
it ain't,
that's why it's like, I be happy about my situation sometimes. I have to remind myself, like, bro, you good. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
If you ever in our situation and you trying to get to the next level, don't ever feel like your failures are gonna stop you, because that's what's gonna teach you, like you said.
Yep,
I always tell people, if it's not a lesson if you ain't learn from it.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Like I said, I'm 25. I just turned 25, bro, like a week ago.
Oh, you guys got a long ways.
Yeah.
So earlier you guys were talking about like free haircuts. Are you guys involved with the community? Do you do community events? Do you partner up with anybody? Collab?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much events that we'll do every once in a while. We'll do free haircuts for a certain day. Or we'll give
What
back.
days are those?
Huh?
What days are those?
I mean, it's random days where we're just.
Shoot me a text message, dog.
I mean, honestly, we probably do free haircuts every other day, honestly, because we have barbers that are trying to build their clientele, and we have a free haircut sign that we hold, like I said, every other day.
Yeah.
So we're always getting somebody into the shop that's getting a free haircut. But for the most part, when we do a free haircut, we're usually posting it. And it's usually the event. We've done free haircuts for the first responders before.
Okay.
We had a whole event, actually.
We had a couple of events.
Had the lowriders outside, the jumper, the basketball court.
Yep.
That's good.
The hot dogs, right? The free hot dogs, bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Yeah, you had
tacos.
Taco guy.
Tacos. You was there, right?
No, I showed up a little later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
But
actually at your
I showed
business.
up when it was already over.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You did. But yeah, we do a full event
So,
like
so
all the time.
what events you guys have coming up?
We don't have anything planned coming up besides our car meet, which is the Cars, Cuts, and Toffee.
Nice.
That's June 29th. You know, if you're able to make it there, make it. You know what I'm
What
saying?
time?
That's from 9 to 12.
9 to 12,
So
guys.
if you
You hear that?
get a wristband, you know what I'm saying? Wristband's $8, but it's $10 off your haircut. You get free coffee, and there's other exclusive offers for that, benefits for that as well. But
Okay.
yeah, it'll be our first car meet out of our shop. We have a nice parking lot that's empty on the weekend, so
Okay.
want to fill it up and bring people in. You know, but we're gonna have more plans eventually. You know, it's just like I said, we're growing every day. We're learning
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
So eventually we're gonna have another event. We're doing another free haircuts and everything for a certain amount of hours, honestly. But we haven't done that since last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's that time again. You know, back to
Yes.
school and everything. So
So, Sal, where can the audience find you at on your social media?
On Instagram, I'm really active on Instagram. So Ask Sally Cuts. Everybody knows me by Sally Cuts or Sal. But on Instagram, Ask Sally Cuts. You can find me on Instagram.
Okay, Josh.
sorry.
That's okay.
On Instagram, you can find me at BarberJ. And in the word barber, it's BARBHJAY. And you can see me on TikTok at Micah Lejon, MICHLEJON.
That's what's up.
I mean, I just started using TikTok only because I realized that's the new
That's the new-
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's the new alley.
That's where all the content's going.
Exactly. And after TikTok is streaming, so I mean we don't stream. Well, he streams. I don't stream.
I'll be streaming.
We
like
do
that.
live streams.
He does live.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
on
really-
there.
I'll
He
Yeah.
does live streams. I don't
really-
stream like that, but
Obviously, when he's faded at home eating tacos.
2, 3
2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Yeah, exactly.
never
He
happened.
be streaming and stuff. I don't
I've
stream.
never
It's all
streamed.
good.
I
It's
never
all
streamed.
good.
It's
that.
okay. It's okay to stream. I'm not
I've
judging.
never streamed at that.
I'm not
late.
judging. I'm not judging. I'm just
Maybe
saying.
maybe you weren't streaming, but it was you were doing a little reel. It was a reel, bro. It was a video.
What video? I'm confused. What
Yeah,
video?
you were like 2, 3 in the morning. You were faded. You were
When?
like, yeah, I'm eating tacos.
Man, that's
That's how you are, bro. You
yes.
probably don't remember. It's a
must not.
hashish.
He was like, it wasn't me.
Yeah, I must not remember. That's crazy.
Blown. That's
bro.
what it was. A blown
That's
skis.
crazy.
Yeah,
It was blown
I
skis.
guess I was.
It's all
Oh
good.
my
Hey,
God.
hey, we're not here to
Hey,
judge,
man.
bro.
We're not- hey,
I'm
we
just
listen,
saying
we
you
don't
got some good
judge.
content, bro.
Exactly.
you got some good content, bro. You
We
good?
listen and we don't judge, or what?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then you guys do a lot of videos for the shop, right? Mm-hmm. I see that.
Yeah, on Instagram for
Yes.
our shop is Sbpro East, so you can find us.
Sbpro Barber East.
Oh, Sbpro Barber East, my bad.
knows
East.
that.
And remember, it's the east side over
East
there.
location.
Yeah.
off
Over
of
there off the
Spare
Spare
Road.
Road,
Yes,
next to
sir.
that taco shop. Across
Yeah.
street from that car wash on Industrial Boulevard.
Exactly. That's what industrial.
Yeah.
It changed from Silica to industrial. Right?
Industrial Boulevard.
Yeah,
yes.
that's why I was confused right there. But
Yes.
yeah, we're right there on that little conjunction, right there on that intersection. We're actually like we get
Yeah,
new
you guys get
clients
busy.
every day.
You guys get busy.
Every day we get new clients. Like
Yeah.
I'm at the point now in my barbering career where I technically don't have to post no more.
Yeah.
I have my portfolio, my resume is
And
so
word of mouth also.
so
you know?
full. Like tomorrow I got 15 heads.
See?
Oh, wow.
And I'm like it's a blessing, right? To have that many people to cut in
Yeah.
one day that want you to cut their hair. It's just a burden when you want to do shit. It's like, damn,
Can't,
bro.
yeah,
Just-
your day's already planned out.
These days are already planned out, and they booked out. They booked
Oh,
out.
yeah.
So it's like, damn, bro, I gotta go a month in ahead and just cancel some shit off. You
And
know
as
what I'm saying?
barbers, we can't really have weekends off because that's like our days.
That's the that's the day that's popping. That's the day
'Cause
that
everybody works during the
nobody
week.
works, and and that's the first thing that people gonna do is get their hair cut.
No, most definitely. I feel like, I mean, as far as the weekdays goes, this is for the new barbers. So for y'all to understand that, I feel like nobody talks about this. If you dedicate your days to, let's just say Monday through Friday, if you dedicate those days and you're there all day, let's just say like how we're open 9 to 7. If you're good and you're willing to put yourself out there and promote and do your promotional deals, you will build those days up. You will get the car dealers and the bank tellers.
Bank
and everything.
tellers.
You will get those type of people, those teachers and everything like that. You'll get those type of people. But if you don't, if you're not consistent, then they won't consistently come through to you. Because
Yeah.
at one point in time, and he knows we both work Thursday through Sunday only. I didn't work Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah.
But now that I work every day, he works every day. I get like Monday through Wednesday, I can get 6-7 clients consistently every week if
That's
I wanted
cool.
to. Because I did it for a year. It's all it takes is like just 6 months to a year. Let's just say 8 months, 8 to 9 months. You do it for 8 to 9 months, which is very, very quick, honestly.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I feel like since I turned 20, every year I quit.
Quick
Like
as hell.
I'm already 25, right?
Because you're so busy.
Yeah. I know I turned 25, so like I feel like in 6 months I'll be 26. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if you do it consistently, bro, you'll be able to make it. Like honestly, no matter if all you can do is Monday through Friday, then do Monday through Friday, have off Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but.
That's cool.
To the point now where like I don't have to check my books. I already know what's going on.
Yeah, you already
know.
know.
what I'm
You
saying?
already know. You already kind of have it in your head.
Yeah.
How many clients you're gonna have?
Exactly.
What about mobile services to people that aren't mobile?
Mobile services, honestly, you know my answer to this. I don't do mobile services because I spend like 60 plus hours a week at the shop.
Okay. It's
too hard.
But if I were to, because of that, if I were to do mobile services, I'm going to charge a double or almost 3 times as much because you already had 100 hours to get to me. Now I got to come out of my own personal time to get to you.
Yeah.
And that's travel fee, that's
Gas.
service fee, gas fee. You know what I'm saying? And then coming, like, if I got to spend 3 hours going to you and coming back, that's 3 hours worth of money I couldn't be making. That's like $300, $400 right there. You know what I'm saying? So, and we do 30-minute slots.
Oh, okay.
Most barbers don't do that. Most barbers are at every hour. So we do 30-minute slots, meaning like we making like $100 an hour.
Oh, wow.
If let's just say our client tips us 10, 15, or a $45 client plus a $10 tip, that's $55 in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You do two of those, you know what I'm saying? You're making like
$100.
Got your money
$110.
right there. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we make $100 an hour. That's all I tell people. We do $100 an hour. Everybody not willing. It's not like that people don't want it. People aren't willing to do it.
Yeah.
That means you might not have a break. That means
It is what it is.
you got to come in on time. You got to be unpunchable. You know what I'm saying? You might deal with a client who don't want to wait. But I always tell my barbers, like, if your clients respect what you do, that 5-10 minute wait, 20-minute wait, they'll
still
pay and
come
they'll
back.
wait.
Yeah.
And they'll still
Wait.
come back. You know? And that's for them to learn. That's for y'all to understand. But that's how we do it, honestly. That's how we make it happen.
Yeah.
So that's why we're consistent, honestly. We make it
Cool.
look easy. We don't stress about nothing like that.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool, man. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys
I know,
tonight,
man.
man.
Yes.
It was,
Appreciate it.
it was good
something.
to learn your story and and give you guys some more promotion, man. Like,
Well, for sure.
we want to get people to know you guys where you guys at and stuff, and you guys knows where to
Where's
see my
it at?
boys at off
East
of Sbpro
location,
Road.
yes.
When's the address?
Shoot it.
That shit. 12424 Hesperia Road, Suite 5. Monday through Sunday, 9 to 7. On Sundays, 10 to 7. Come through, get your hair cut. First time client will be free, and you will be taken care of professionally. Customer service is definitely our highest value. You know, we always honor that at all times, no matter what.
And just let us know it's your first time. Like I said, if you come in our shop and say it's your first time here, we will give you a free haircut. So
We won't tell you it's free until after the cut, but either way, don't be free.
It's a gamble, man. It's like
a
you're
gamble.
gambling.
Don't forget to
you
let
might
them
get
know.
it, you might not.
Exactly.
Hey, man, but it was a pleasure having you guys here. I mean, we enjoyed you guys,
Yeah.
guys' story.
Appreciate
We always said it's not a one and done.
No.
Once
sure.
you guys come on on the Chop Shop podcast, you guys are family. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. DJ Nesto 88, Queen G. Go ahead, Queen G.
Queen Jenny with the G, Queen GENI 22.
And you got DJ Joel's High Def Entertainment. Follow High Def Entertainment. Give us a like, comment, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.